Fever coach Stephanie White says Caitlin Clark is being used as a pawn in other people's games. Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White is not a fan of her star guard Caitlin Clark being dragged into the beef between Minnesota Lynx star Napheesa Collier and WNBA commissioner Cathy Engelbert. Collier brought Clark into the fray last week when she said that she asked Engelbert how she planned to fix the fact that players like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Paige Bueckers are making so little money during their first 4 years in the WNBA, and Engelbert's response was, Caitlin should be grateful she makes $60 million off the court because without the platform the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything. The WNBA commissioner would later deny that she said anything negative about Caitlin Clark, saying, obviously, I did not make those comments. Caitlin has been a transformational player in this league. She's been a great representative of the game. She's brought in tens of millions of new fans to the game. Proud of what she's put on the court, unfortunately. The injuries held her back from a full season this year. I think what Indiana just did was amazing with all the injuries they had, and everything they faced this year, and bringing that to a Game 5 in overtime. But yeah, as I said, there's a lot of inaccuracies reported out there, and I certainly did not say that. Stephanie White, during a recent appearance on Query and Company on 107.5, The Fan in Indianapolis, addressed Caitlin Clark being pulled into the discussion by other people. I hate it all for Caitlin. I feel like she's a 23-year-old kid who loves to play this game, who is a pawn in a lot of other people's games, and a lot of other people's narratives, White said. And I hate that for her. She is so mature for her age, Stephanie White continued. I mean, think back to when we were 23 years old. Holy cow. But she's so mature. She has people in her corner and people that can help her. She gets it. She understands the big picture. We'll have conversations. I've been in a very small way in some of the situations that she's been in. Certainly not with social media and all of that stuff, but we've got players and staff that have played in this league. But no one outside of a Tiger Woods, a Serena Williams, you can probably name just maybe a handful more of athletes who have been the game changers and whom have experienced what Caitlin Clark is experiencing. Other than them, no one can really relate to what she's going through. I think the biggest thing is we can be there for her. We can offer perspective and do what we can to help deflect and navigate. But at the same time, it's a life that she has to lead. And I think she does it admirably. I'm not sure that myself at 23 years old or myself at 48 years old could do it in the same way that she does with so much grace and humility. Roger Jackson, the son of former UFC star and MMA legend Quentin Rampage Jackson, could face up to 5 years in jail if he's deemed guilty by a Los Angeles court. Jackson, 25, was arrested last month following a horrifying incident where he assaulted professional wrestler Stuart Smith, ring name Psycho Stu. Jackson hit an unconscious Smith with 22 punches to the head before being pulled off by other wrestlers in the match. The incident left Smith in critical condition in the hospital. His family said he suffered significant head trauma and lost several teeth in the incident, which caused him to choke on his own blood. Even Jackson's famous father has since said that he believes his son should serve jail time for the assault. I think because he's my son and his father as a public figure, and they want to come after me, people automatically assume that I'm going to defend my son. I'm going to try to pay people off and get him out of trouble, he said. I'm just as mad at Raja as they are. I think Raja should go to jail so he'll learn not to do this. No more, he said. You got to control your emotions. And I think I'm not saying, like people say, he should go to jail for, 10 years. Number. He should go to jail and not prison. He should go to jail, do a little time, and then get some therapy and learn from this. Raja Jackson facing formal charges that could carry jail sentence. According to a report from the LA Times, Jackson will be charged with 1 count of felony battery that caused serious bodily injury and 1 count of misdemeanor battery. The report also claims that prosecutors will seek heavier sentencing because Smith suffered great bodily injury. If convicted on all charges, Jackson could face as many as 5 years in prison according to California sentencing guidelines. Jackson is currently free on $50,000 bond following his arrest in September.